All right, so let's dive right in. So the first person on this list is Sora Choi. She was the winner of South Korea's Next Top Model in the third cycle. She's been really busy this year. She's done a lot of work on fashion editorials. She's done runway work. She modeled for Louis Vuitton, and she was also featured on Harper Bazaar magazine this year. The next person on this list is someone who people might consider to be a newcomer. This is Fernando Lindez. He's a Spanish model who was discovered on Instagram only a few years ago. And I've made many videos on how you guys can get discovered on Instagram. Instagram is one of the best tools that you guys can use to get discovered, to build your brand and get your portfolio out there. And this is exactly the route that Fernando took, and now his career has skyrocketed and he's staying super busy this year. So up next is Felice. Felice is currently one of the top 20 models in the world right now. She started modeling when she was 15 years old. She worked exclusively for Prada. This year alone, she's been getting so much work. She was recently on the cover of Vogue only in April. Up next is Precious Lee. Precious Lee is a plus size model, and if you guys haven't noticed, the plus size industry is really hot right now. Get this, she's 32 years old at the time I'm making this video. She's 5'6", and she was discovered on Instagram. So for those of you who maybe you don't quite meet the height requirements, maybe you're a little bit on the older side, Precious Lee gives you that hope that anything is still possible if you believe it. As I mentioned, she was discovered on Instagram by IMG Models, who currently represents her worldwide. Another model who's currently hot right now is Nacho. Nacho is a Spanish model. He's only 20 years old. Again, he was discovered on Instagram. So I hope you guys are kind of seeing a trend here. Instagram is one of the best ways to get discovered as a model. This year, he's been featured on an editorial for Gucci, and he also did a Dolce & Gabbana show. So Adele Takesh is a no-brainer. She's always hot. Every single year, she stays booked and busy. She's a former Model of the Year winner. And due to her body of work and her consistency, and not to mention her humanitarian efforts, she's not only considered an icon, but she's now being considered as a supermodel as well. Anok Yai is another model who's staying booked and busy. Again, here's another model who was discovered on Instagram as well. This year alone, she's done work for Chanel, Burberry, Alexander McQueen. She's been on a Vogue editorial. She's been super busy.
Black history's actually been very watered down. I realised this after I put my mind to work and started to take it upon myself to read more, and I kind of looked inside myself and wanted to understand what my position in society is as a black woman.
Georgia Palmer is another model who's really hot right now. She's 5'7". She was discovered when she was 14 years old. She actually is a multi-talented person. She's a makeup artist, she's an actress, she's a DJ, she's a personal fashion stylist as well. So far this year, she's been really busy. She's the hot girl in the industry right now, and she was featured on British Vogue magazine only last month. Malik Bodian is one of the it guys in the fashion industry right now. Here's a model from Senegal who was discovered when he was 19 years old when he moved to France. Last year, he was the runner-up for Male Model of the Year, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him in that conversation this year. Lastly, we have Akon. Akon is one of the hottest models in the industry right now. She's getting tons of work this year. She's from South Sudan, although she grew up in Australia. She was a psychology student actually before she got into modeling. And right now she's considered as a go-to girl for one of the biggest luxury brands in Louis Vuitton. She's also done tons of work for other designers, and she's been featured on several magazine covers, including Vogue. So here's my list of the hottest models in the industry right now who are getting tons of work. What do you guys think? I'd love to hear from you guys. Drop a comment. And if you're watching for the first time, don't forget to smash that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next one.